Hello, my name is Brooke Lester. I'm at Garrett Evangelical Theological Seminary, and today I'm going to show how we download and install the Hebrew Unicode font SBL Hebrew to a Windows machine. Now your Windows machine will also already be, it'll have pre-installed some Hebrew Unicode fonts. That is, some Unicode fonts that include Hebrew characters. Arial Unicode would be an example. But many of these don't look very good. Some of them are almost completely unreadable. The SBL Hebrew Unicode font is a lovely, clear, readable font that's really great for looking at Hebrew Unicode characters. So let's download it. You can see that I've gone in my web browser to the site sbl-site.org, sbl-site.org. This is the home page of the Society of Biblical Literature. And in the left sidebar, there's an item called Educational Resources, and that's what we want. I'm going to click once on that, and it opens up a little submenu that includes biblical fonts. I'm going to click on that hyperlink. And you can see I have a choice between SBL Greek font and SBL Hebrew font. So let's click once on the SBL Hebrew font hyperlink. Now you can see here there's font download, and that's what we want. There's also keyboard drivers and user manuals. These are of concern to people who want to be typing in the Hebrew Unicode font, producing documents that use it. And then you get into things like keyboard layouts and things like this. Let's assume that we just want to be reading items that use Hebrew Unicode. So we just want font download. Now, different browsers, different Windows operating systems you're gonna see slightly different things here, but bear with me and you should be able to figure out your system. I do not want the Windows font viewer to open up the font because for reasons I don't understand, that doesn't, as far as I know, include an option for installing the font. Maybe a viewer will show me that it's really easy to do so, but I don't see it. So I'm going to save the file to my user downloads folder. Click OK. Now I don't want to just, here's my downloads folder, which Firefox helpfully opens. I don't want to simply double click on the file, because again, that just opens the font viewer, which again, to my knowledge, does not include an option for downloading the font, at least nowhere that I can see. So instead, I'm going to go down to the Start menu. Now, I've downloaded it to my Downloads folder now, but I still have to install it. So I go to the Start menu, and I go to the Control panel. In the Control panel, there's a folder called Fonts. I open it. Now, what I'd like to see up here is a menu that says File, Edit, etc. That is hidden by default. I don't know why. But I need to click the Alt button on my keyboard to make that become visible. And once I've done that, by clicking Alt, I can click on File, Install New Font. Now, I've practiced this a couple of times, and so it goes right to the font, my correct download folder. You will probably see the C folder with a bunch of subfolders. You want to find the Users subfolder and double-click that. Among the users, find the one that you were logged in as when you downloaded the font. I'm logged in as Michelle. So double-click that. And then among your user folders, you want to go to Downloads. Double-click that. Finally, we're in the folder that includes the font that we've downloaded. And so it sees it up in this window, and we click Install. Windows asks my permission to continue. I say yes. Now, because I've already installed it by practicing and because I already had it, it tells me that it's already installed and asks me if I want to replace it. For you, you'll just click Install, and it'll install. And that's it. It is now listed among the fonts that are installed in my fonts folder. I can close that out. And now when I go to a document that uses it, that uses a Hebrew Unicode font, I can select Hebrew Unicode. And in fact, on the, for instance, the electronic flashcards that I create for my students, the default font is already set to be SBL Hebrew Unicode. So, for instance, if I open Anki, electronic flashcard program, and go to quiz number 1 deck, which is a deck of flashcards, and I click open, and I review those flashcards. There is the word melech written in a good, readable Hebrew Unicode font that is SBL Hebrew. And that's it. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for viewing and listening. Goodbye.